Andrew, enjoy. How are you? Thank you. What's up, OMR? How's our energy today? Okay, very good, very good. Very happy to be here. Thanks so much for coming. So today, I want to talk a bit about the evolution of search and the zero attention economy. Before we get started, I don't take it for granted. Some of you might have heard of SEMrush, some might not. SEMrush is an online visibility company. We manage we effectively help marketers across virtually all channels, across organic, paid, etc. With over 10 million marketing professionals using us, we know a thing or two about search, and today I want to talk about some real issues that we're facing in the industry, and most importantly, what to do about it. So, check my clicker here. So, first of all, here's our agenda. We have to have a strict agenda. Number one, reality check on the state where we are. Number two, the disruption that we're all seeing. Three, what it means for us, not just for SEOs, but for digital marketers, and how to win. We have a new thing called the FIRE framework, where to find your fire, where to grow, and some real inspiration from other brands that have gone and done a great job. So I want to start off, it's interesting when we talk about the attention span. Well, you already kind of saw it really fast. So just like that, the attention span now is only 3 seconds that we have as marketers to capture attention. And I have your attention now because of this amazing technical gaffe. But seriously, for as long as I've been coming to conferences, it started out maybe 15 years ago. You have 10 seconds to capture the attention and the imagination of a buyer. Then it went to 8 seconds. Then it went to the fishbowl moment of 6 seconds or something like this. Now it's 3. So actually, that's my talk. That's all you get. I got your attention. I'll see you. No, not at all. What's really driving this is in the past 20 years, if you stop and think about the evolution of marketing channels, how we reach consumers, how we go and drive conversion, has dramatically accelerated. And we should absolutely expect for it to continue. If you go all the way back to when Google launches search engine capability, MailChimp launches WordPress's Live, etc., and all the way fast forward 20 years later to Google AI, ChatGPT, the acceleration just continues at a blistering pace. And there are several outcomes here at play for us. What it means consumers, not just marketers, but consumers have reduced focus. There's frequent switching between various platforms. If you're like me, I'm watching a Netflix film with my Mac, with my iPhone, doing multiple things at the same time. And that leads also to information overload. It also leads, since post-COVID, modified value systems. There's a whole host of research around YOLO, FOMO, people shelling out additional cash to go and have a wild experience because people have been stuck for many years. And overall, we have altered reward systems. So this continuous exposure to digital, and I was just talking to a few folks backstage about our favorite social platforms, how much we get stuck into them, and how much that guides our daily lives without us even knowing it. And so as marketers, it's not just one problem that we face, especially when it comes to search. So first, I would say algorithms are constantly changing. It seems like the speed and pace of this, just last year alone, 4 or 5 material updates from Google. Huge impacts for us as search marketers. 2, there's a great proliferation of content that we're right in the middle of this storm. It is amazing the capabilities that we have today to generate content at a scale probably none of us even considered 2 years ago. And pretty soon, we'll be getting to 181 zettabytes, which I'm not even sure if we can fathom just how large that content base is. It's enormous. And this will all be user-generated, 70%. What's more, Gen AI is stealing traffic. And not only traffic, but content. So I would say this is one of the biggest thefts in human history. It's very interesting. And it largely goes unchecked. At the same time, we have advice that is unthinkable. Even still, as AI progresses and learns more how to run, we have advice that it's okay to smoke for pregnant women. We have advice that if you want toppings to stick to pizza, you should add glue to the sauce. Please don't do that, by the way. It's very dangerous. And as usual, one more time. Very good. And as usual, marketing budgets are down. We were discussing this last night at a SEMrush mixer. Um, every year, marketers are surprised by budgets going down. I'm not sure why. It's kind of like the plight of the marketer. But this year, in 2024, there was a 15% decline, 2025, 17% according to Gartner. So my question to you is, can anyone relate? You know, we have super stressed marketers. Companies are paying more than ever for customer acquisition, overnight shifts in budgets and strategy, sometimes driven by a CMO, last-minute decision for those of my team here in the audience, and significant changes in consumer values and buying behaviors, like I mentioned, as modified value systems post-COVID. And net-net, that means that there's sustained uncertainty. So what does that mean for us, and what does it mean in the context of search? So I think it's pretty clear search is more fragmented than ever, at least that what we've seen, I would say, in the last 5 to 8 years. And I expect that fragmentation to get even more complicated in the next 2 years as AI accelerates. Google search is crowded with AI-generated results. We were discussing as well, the impacts of AI overviews, and again, zero-click, which we'll get to in a minute. Gen AI assistants, again, overwhelming and flooding screens with direct answers, sometimes wrong, and actually, when it's wrong, you won't even know. There was research released a month ago, Columbia Journalism Review, I believe, that cited it was more than 60% of cases where Gen AI was actually delivering incorrect answers, but in not even citing that they are not sure. So this leads to problems, especially for marketers. And overall social media search, when it comes to Talk, to YouTube, to Pinterest, these are actually re-emerging channels for folks, especially interested on building on brand side. But still, we hear a lot of discussion about search being dead. How many think that search is dead, or SEO is dead? Give me a hand. Be brave. Okay, there's 3 of you. Good luck. It's not dead. We hear this trope all the time. I think actually ever since SEO was born, SEO is dead. It's kind of a fun thing in our industry. The reality is this is another evolution, another stage in the growth and the journey for search engine marketers, for digital marketers overall. And when we get to AI overviews, we're at about just over 11%. This number has climbed in the last 6 months alone. And it's if we look at what types of queries, usually coming back for informational queries, transactional queries don't get impacted as much. If you want to, how to buy something, where to buy something, not as impacted. But this has really changed the way that people have consumed information. And for SEOs and for digital marketers, the goal has always been to be number 1 on Google, number 1 on your favorite search engine. And these days, a lot of traffic that we're used to has completely disappeared. And only recently, as 3 weeks ago, we now have links in AI overviews. So this is a great opportunity to maybe recover some of that traffic. When it comes to the EU, we just joined, on this side of the world, the AI overview arena, as I call it. AI overviews are really starting to turn up more. You can see growth in Germany at almost 400% in terms of the share of SERPs with AI overviews in Europe. And AI overviews are impacting more industries than we initially had expected. You can see here quite a dramatic push. Let me just read at 8% overall, 8 to 11% overall. And one of the dramatic trends from overviews is just how quickly these industries are being transformed by the rollout of these generative answers. This chart shows the percentage growth for SERPs featuring overviews across all of these verticals, and again, comparing to earlier rollout periods. And again, as I mentioned before, AI overviews are affecting mainly informational queries as it pushes organic below the fold. And this creates a lot of challenges for people who have been used to creating content, and securing domain authority. The table has literally turned somewhat overnight. And the good news, I would say, is that zero clicks are declining. So when AI overviews came out, there was a huge push, actually, I can at least speak internally at SEMrush, where we started monitoring impressions. And impressions has historically been quite a soft metric for us. We want absolute clicks, we want conversions that are driven by those clicks, et cetera. And what we see here is that in January, there was about 47% of queries that were driving zero clicks, and now that number is coming down to 43%. And so it's my hope that when we get maybe another 6 months or so, that number climbs or goes down to about 35% as Google introduces more and more links embedded within AI overviews. And overall, AI search and the platforms that are driving AI search are affecting brand visibility and perception. It's not just about SEO. It's not just about organic. It's also brand. I am having more conversations with folks in the last 2 months about the importance of overall investment in brand than I have in the past year. We are so focused as marketing executives, marketing leaders, driving user acquisition, driving all of our conversion metrics. At the same time, when the field starts to get muddied and starts to get cloudy, we also have to kind of come back to our original purpose, which is driving brand too. So brand and brand experience, I believe, will be ever more important. So what's the best SEO strategy in 2025 based on what I've just said? Maybe you could just ask GPT what to rank for. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. So I want to give some concrete points here. What should we do? Let's find the real fire. Fire test. So let's see if we can remember this. Might be a little tricky. There's four things to remember. Number one, find the traffic and revenue. You don't have to guess. There are tools, yes, SEMrush, that can help you do that. Inform with intent. So create content that targets real human questions, real search strings, real topics that people are looking for, not just keywords, but also consider re-emerging social channels and also consider video, another discussion we were having last night. Rewrite for AI. You can't avoid it. So you need to structure content that is AI discoverable. Clear headings, concise takeaways, again, focusing on data that is featured already in a snippet format and fashion. And finally, earn trust, not just clicks. So I believe, like I said before, brand matters more than ever, absolutely more than ever. So focus on creating attention, delighting your audience, delighting your customers as the other half of the marketing team figures out how to restore traffic, restore authority, and keep progressing. Okay, so let me show you with SEMrush Enterprise, and just one shout out, we do have SEMrush Enterprise, a booth that's here. I think it's in A4 just across the way. Please stop by and say hi. We rolled out a platform about a year ago called SEMrush Enterprise that helps marketers, I would say, on a different scale at the enterprise level. And we now have more and more AI tools that help our marketers, our customers, explore how to show up in this new age of AI and actually track AI visibility. So here you can see an animated video about checking, analyzing, growing brand presence across virtually all platforms. You can go in and select your favorite AI search, and you can see here, plenty of data points that give you directions on where to go. But it's also really important to go beyond keywords, and again, it's more about context. So as we said before, SEO has evolved. This is about understanding the full context of search. So keywords alone will not cut it. And within Enterprise, you can go in and not only generate new content, but given what SEMrush already knows about your domain, knows about your whole patterns, we can actually generate content that will give you more authority right from the start. So sometimes people will come to SEMrush and they'll glean all kinds of data and then use your favorite GPT. Here with Enterprise, this is a next level iteration of actually creating content that's ready to rank and move from keywords to conversations and conversions. One of my favorite features, again, as CMO, largely managing with budgets and managing growth, forecasting. The ability to actually quantify traffic that you not only receive now, but based on a change that you plan to make is enormous for marketing teams. How many people struggle with proving ROI to people like me? I struggle sometimes with my boss. Yeah, okay, more hands, that's good. This is a real feature that really does help folks. You can again, you plan your content out based on your own either new user MRR or any other metric that you care about, actually quantifies the financial impact. It's a great tool to be able to talk to the CFO about. Because still, for most businesses, organic marketing is the most cost-effective way. It takes more time. Yes, it's volatile. Yes, it's tricky with updates that happen frequently. Gifts from Google, I call it sometimes. But this is the most cost-effective way to drive traffic to your website still. And we have some inspiration here from ADP and Carta. You can see these really beautiful charts, really just kind of climbing up year over year, month over month rather. It's really just impressive to see, again, ADP and Carta. Kudos to you. Because at the end of the day, traffic, at least how I think about it, traffic equals revenue. It absolutely equals revenue. So in a world of AI answers, your job is to be the source, not only the result. And I think this is really important for those who are struggling with SEO these days, struggling on where to invest next, where to upskill next. I challenge my team. It's not only about showing up as number one, it's about being the most authoritative figure, the most authoritative brand on the topic. So here are my key takeaways. Search happens everywhere now. Please don't ignore TikTok. Please don't ignore social channels. Please don't ignore your brand. It becomes ever more important in today's age. YouTube, ChatGPT, and Google, of course. SEO is not dead. Please stop talking about it. It's not dead. It's next stage. It's absolutely next level. It means that these are the things that we signed up for as marketers. I feel like every marketer, whether you realize it or not, you signed up for change is the main constant. You expect change regularly. And number two, you expect budgets to shrink. It's just like our reality. I think it's what drives a lot of us. So AI is shifting search, but organic is not dead. And three, sorry, clicker is a little wonky still. Be the source, not just the search result. Again, brand needs to stand for something. Remember the fire test. Find traffic, inform with intent, and write for AI. And the last part is attention is scarce. I believe we are still living in what I call an attention economy, capturing the attention. Did anybody see there was, I think during the Ryan Reynolds talk yesterday, there was a young man in a Deadpool costume. Did anybody catch that yesterday? Yeah? Okay, that was SEMrush. We're trying to get attention. We're all in the business of attention. And certainly as marketers, it's crucial. So that's my talk for today. Please stop by SEMrush Enterprise. It's at A4. Thanks so much for having me. Have a great rest of the OMR. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Thank you.